Good morning! My dad and I are here at the Middle St. Vrain Trailhead, and this is located inside the Roosevelt National Forest. And today, we're going to hike it out on the trail for a couple miles. Hopefully get to check out some really pretty fall colors. That's the goal. And if possible, we're going to hike down to Timberline Falls. Official start time 8:24. Rough road, high clearance 4-wheel drive vehicles only. Yeah, I don't think the cross trek would make it. Oh. And right here, about 1 minute into the road, that's where the Buchanan Pass Trail number 910 dumps in. There's where the 4-wheel drive road continues. We're going to continue on the Buchanan Pass Trail. And then right over here, there's a sign for Timberline Falls. It says that it's 2 miles out. If you hate beautiful aspen trees changing color in the fall, then you might want to turn this video off right now. We have got a beautiful day. Look at that blue sky. This trail is so nice and relaxing. I mean, it's got a few rocks and a tiny bit of elevation gain at the very beginning, but this is really awesome right here. I'm loving it. I think my dad just inhaled a bug back there. It's easy to do. Just checked the GPS, and we have been hiking for about 40 minutes. We have hiked 1.3 miles, and we're just under 9,000 feet in elevation. Oh yeah, this is really pretty in here. Wow. This is like the best spot yet. This is a nice, cool trail for the most part. I mean, we just hiked through that open area and we were feeling the sun. But I'd say like 90% of the trail is more like this. In the shade. We just checked the GPS and we're getting closer. Maybe a quarter of a mile out to where Timberline Falls are at. I don't know, we'll see. We got to hike up to about 9,200. Yeah, I hiked this earlier in the year and I really didn't have a plan. And then when I got back to the trailhead, I noticed that sign that said Timberline Falls were 2 miles out. And I was like, well, I went 2 miles out. And then I looked at my GPS and I saw the falls. I was so close. So that gave me a good reason to come back and hike the trail again. And this is the perfect time to do it too. Everything is really beautiful out here. The trees are changing. Yeah, when I was out here earlier in the spring, this was a wall of snow and I really couldn't go any further. However, Timberline Falls are just up here, maybe another 1/10 of a mile or so. We're gonna get them today. Right up there on the trail, it looks like it crosses over a little metal tube, but we're gonna split off right here. We're at about 9,200 feet, and we're gonna see if we can find the falls. We're bushwhacking this thing. It's not too bad. I can hear the water up there. I think we're just about there. I can hear a waterfall. All right, guys, and I think we got it. We think we have found maybe a better spot down here. I don't know. Well, guys, those were not the falls. We looked on like 3 different devices and they're all confirming that the falls are just a little bit further up the trail here. We noticed this big bend on the GPS and it looks like the falls are just to the south of it. Well, I'm thinking the falls are just below us here. And from the looks of it, I don't know, but I'm not going down there. Wow. We're sitting here on this nice flat rock, and this is going to be the end of the road. Timberline Falls are down there just in front of us, but we're not going to be able to hike down to them. And I'm kind of glad we hiked to those other falls. I mean, those were actually better. And according to the GPS, we're about 2.2 miles out, and it took us an hour and 10 minutes to hike out to those first falls. It's 10:20 right now, and we've probably been sitting up here for 15-20 minutes or so, not really sure. But we're thinking about heading back up to Estes Park, back to Kind Coffee, and getting a couple Kind shakes. So it is time to go. It's time to head on back. This is so nice and relaxing on the way back. I mean, we're dealing with a few rocks here and there, but this is about as good as it gets. This is really pretty through here. We'll see how the GoPro 11 does with the color. We've made it back down to this really rocky section. And this is probably the worst part. Oh, look at these plants. And like I was saying, I did hike this trail earlier in the spring when it was still kind of snowy. However, I did not post that video publicly on YouTube. Instead, it was a Patreon exclusive. When we started this morning, we were the only ones parked at the trailhead. However, on the way back, we have seen quite a few leaf peepers. Lots of people out here checking out the fall colors. I mean, this is a really good hike for that. And we're almost done with this thing. We're about ready to hit this corner up here, cross the water, and then hike back up to where the trail merges with the road. And then from there, we're pretty much done. All right, and the road junction is just behind me.
Pretty high.
I can't get enough of these aspens. Really beautiful. And we're back. It is just now 11:20, which means it took 1 hour to hike back. And that was a really great hike. Looking at about 4.4 miles total, probably 4.5 if you add in our little side excursion, and an elevation gain of roughly 450 feet. Hope you enjoyed that hike, and until the next one, y'all, peace.